You guys, I have some looms today to unbox. Hey, this is Kristen at GoodKnitKisses, and today we are going to unbox these looms. These are new looms from KB Looms, and I cannot wait to open and share them with you. I have been working on a knitting pattern for the last few weeks, and I've got the looms to show them to you. So I hope you're joining me today. And be sure and comment down below, because the people who are commenting today are going to be entered to do a giveaway live. So by the end of this broadcast, you may win one of these. Now, disclaimer at the very beginning, this is only during the live broadcast, so replay will not, unfortunately, get to participate. But be sure and click on the notifications to get notified whenever I go live here. And that way you can be able to participate when you get the notification. I go live every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central. And what else do I want to tell you? Okay, the giveaway is being sent by KB Looms. It's not me personally, so it's going to go out to the U.S. or Canadian residents only. I'm sorry for my other peeps. I love you. If you happen to be an international winner and I call your name, let me know you're international, and I'm going to send you a free pattern. I'm going to send you the free PDF early. Yeah, you're going to get the pattern early from me that I made to go with this loom. Yay! So be sure and comment. I'm not going to leave you out. I love you all. And whenever a manufacturer doesn't give me one for international, I want to love on you and give you something. So be sure and let me know. And, and in fact, I'm going to give the winners a free pattern early. Joanne doesn't even know this. So I will give it to you as soon as we have it all like polished, and we will email it out. So be sure and write down your stuff. I'm going to start in a few minutes. I'm allowing more people to come on. We're going to give away one of these. We're going to unbox it. We're going to give you a special discount today. I'm going to compare it to looms that you may be familiar with, looms that are discontinued, that you've been frustrated when you have to recommend a loom to someone and you're like, oh, it's discontinued. No, it's not anymore, because you're going to be able to get something to compare it to. So am I talking too fast? Because I'm super excited. Slow down, Kristen. Calm down, Kristen. You're getting ahead of yourself. Hit the love button. Hit the like button if you are excited, and tell me you're excited, because the more you comment, the more chances you have to win. Okay, am I annoying with my little loom bunny ears? All right, so I am going to flip the camera here in a minute, but I wanted to make sure and get your attention first. This will be available on YouTube later, so just so you know, it starts off on Facebook Live. I will be pushing this over to YouTube later, so you may be able to see this again. No, the giveaway is not on YouTube today. But anyway, I love you anyway. Be sure and give me a comment and hit that like button and subscribe, you guys. Okay, and again, to get notified, hit that button on here, and to be able to get notified so that you know when I go live. And hopefully you can join me live. I'm sorry if you can't. I still love you anyway. All right, so mega excited, Mary Kay says. Smyrna says, I love when you get this excited. Yeah. Okay, so this is something that I have been talking to loom manufacturers for a long time. The first ones to come across it, the first people who may have discovered that this is the thing, may have already gotten their looms from KB Looms, but I was delayed in being able to let you guys know about it, because I've been working on a pattern. And so you want to know, I'm going to preemptively tell you, guess what? Anybody know this loom? Can somebody type in what this loom is? Okay, if you know what this loom is, there are a ton of patterns on Ravelry on it. Who is it? Who knows what this is? Oh, Mary Kay loves my organization. I had help, girl. Nope, not 41 pegs. 48 peg loom. Yes, the purple Nifty Knitter loom, adult hat loom that everybody raves about, because it is a large gauge. It has 48 pegs. You can use a little bit smaller yarn on it when you want to, versus the old Nifty Knitter. So this is a brand that's not around anymore. Sometimes you can find them, but people like charge way too much online. This is the 36 peg loom from Nifty Knitter, and it has wider spacing. right? And we want to use smaller yarn on our looms, right? And I love that this is a round loom. They're perfect hat looms, right? This was always great, but the spacing is too wide. And so this adult hat loom was a really great alternate. And there are manufacturers who have all the stuff to match this, but it's rare to get this, right? So now you have a replacement, and we're going to dive in right now. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to see a few more comments. Okay, we got about 60 people joining us live. Woo! Okay, yeah, KK48, Ellie says. It's like the shorthand for it. So just a recap, I'm going to tell you what we're going to talk about in this video. We're going to open this one. I'm going to show you the pattern. I'll give you the discount codes, and then we're also going to open this one. And I actually have I have another set, and I've got a little swatch, and I haven't even measured up how many stitches per inch I got with it, but it's actually really, really cool. So the Baby Loom, stick around for that. And as long as you comment, you'll be able to be entered in for the live giveaway. So, are you ready? Y'all hit that love button. I'm going to flip around my camera and get ready. Oh my, Teresa says. Looms and patterns. Oh my. All right, cool. Yeah, and just if you just now came in, it is you enter to win. You have to be in the United States or Canada to get the loom. We're going to have one away each, and KB Looms is going to send it out. Authentic knitting board, all the same thing. And then if you are international, I'm going to give you a PDF of my new pattern that's coming out this Friday. Yeah, live giveaway, Robin. All right. Okay, so cool. Whoop, sorry, there's stuff on my screen. Okay. All right, let's see if I can flip this around. You can see my messy room here for a second. All right, these are my notes. All right. Let's see. Is that going to be too much glare? I don't want too much glare. Okay. Remove the glare. Okay. So, all right. So this is our loom here. There we go. Do I have enough light, you guys? Let me know. I have to readjust them because it gets really glary on me. So if you guys are familiar, I've got several looms around here right now. So this is a set you may be familiar with that Nifty Knitter had. And this set right here, this right here is the 48 peg. And so we're replacing this one. So if you're like, what size is this? I'm going to show you. See how this 36 peg is? This 48 is just a little bit bigger than it. Just a hair, but it has, the spacing is better. Okay, so that's what we're comparing it to. All right, set that aside. Oh my gosh, I'm like breathing heavy. I'm so excited. How annoying am I? I got these out because I know I have to use a thing to clip some stuff. Okay, so the packaging, first of all, KB Looms really listened. I said, I really think that we should have, and I've said this a few years back, but we should start having on all manufacturers the gauge. This is the spacing between the pegs, okay, center peg to center peg. So it says 5/8 gauge, and it says chunky yarn, so it tells you what kind of yarn to use, right? This is a round loom set. It's their premium line, which means it's a premium type of plastic. So it's large gauge. It can make hats and cowls and scarves and shawls and really anything that your imagination can do. And it contains 24, 36, and 48 peg looms. And there's 4 projects inside. So let's open this up. All right. Let's see the bag. Haha, tease you. On the back here is just showing with some knitting going on. And these are the looms that you're about to see. So, all right, fine. Kristen, open it up. Open it up. All right. Here we go. All right, there's 3 looms in here. And then we have our booklet. And then we have our hook, our tool. This one is the one that has like the little part for the thumb, which is really nice. Okay, little thumb part. And then we have the book set, which shows you instructions in English and French. So for our Canadian French and also worldwide. And it's got your 24 peg loom, 36 peg. So it's calling out that the preemie is the 24 peg, which is this one. And then the 36 peg is a child size hat. And the 48 peg is the adult. Okay, so hat, cowl, scarf for these two. And then it's actually saying that this preemie hat loom also will work for adult slippers. Now we're not talking socks, we're talking slippers because this is a large gauge loom, right? So you're going to use the chunky yarn. You can use the bulky or the super bulky on here. And there are projects that you can do on this one that can use that worsted weight yarn. I have used them before. So you're going to want to use a tighter stitch to do that, but you can do it. So we've got all the examples of stitches on here. There's also several patterns. You have the plum hat, you have a cowl and a visor hat, and then another cowl, and a scarf actually. So it has the scarf pattern as well. Now the visor hat is actually a kind of cool asymmetrical visor, so it's not like it kind of flips and has this really cool little look to it. So you can see it here. It's like an asymmetrical brim and it just flips up. All right, so you want to see the looms. All right, this is what my scissors are for. You're gonna need these big, well, I use these big industrial kitchen scissors. Like they're for real, brand new. All right, check this out. Y'all, this is something that I've been wanting for a while. Let me spin this around. This excites me. Like, things like this excite me. Look at this. Does anybody see? Let's see. What's on here? Do you see it? This has the peg count and the measured spacing gauge on there, the 5/8 spacing. So you don't have to keep like checking it with a tape measure every time. You don't have to come up here and go, you know, how many, what was the measurement here? I don't even know. Where's my tape measure? Oh, here is a KB tape measure. So you don't have to come up to this every time and go, okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, and count it all out, right? So it's already there. Hello. And it tells you that it was KB Looms. So if your friend says, where do we get this loom? You can go, kblooms.com. You're going to want this one right here. So isn't that awesome? You guys give some love to Knitting Board for listening to us. Yay! Yay! Okay, you guys want to know how they compare and all that stuff. First of all, I'm going to show you how sturdy these are. Okay, I'm trying to torque it. No, I'm not going to put too much pressure and break them. Okay, these suckers are not coming out. Suckers equal to pegs. Not coming out. Okay, they're not coming out. They feel really smooth. They do not have any rough edges. All right, no rough edges, really smooth. It has like a flat rounded or flat squared off edge here with just a tiny, tiny miter chamfer, whatever you call it. And then up here, it's a little bit rounded. The peg looks like a blown up version of their other pegs on their other looms. Oh, I can't grab one, but they're the same shape as the classic Knitting Board pegs. They're just all colored, right? So strong and sturdy. Let's compare it to the 48 peg. Let's get this out, okay? The Nifty Knitter one, the old one, okay? Let's compare. Let's look at that, see? All right, ooh, now that I've got some more light, now I don't have my package. Let me flip my light around so you can see better. There we go. How's that? Is that better? Okay, now I have glare, but there we go. All right. So this is it together, side by side. This is an absolute replacement for this product. What I love is the pegs. You know how the pegs on the old Nifty Knitters stick out a little bit, and even on the back? This one has a smoother transition to it. See that? The profile of the pegs, let me flip it on top of each other. The profile is different. And see, they absolutely line up. Isn't that nice? And let's put them on top of each other. Look at that. Aren't these great? So yeah, love that. Love that. The hat pattern I'm going to show you, so stick around. I'm going to show you the new hat pattern that's coming that goes with this loom. Any of my patterns that say 48 peg purple nifty knitter round loom, or anybody else's patterns for that matter that say this loom, you can now use this. This is your replacement loom, right? Okay, and the pegs are super. Okay, let's move on to the other ones, because, okay, just for this one alone, I would buy this. Okay, just for this alone. But then you also get these. Okay, what's cool, let's skip the middle one just for a second. I have a pattern that actually does a double decrease. You take the 48 peg and it goes down and it reduces the center again and uses the 24 peg, and so it's really nice, and they're the same gauge and everything, and 48, half of that is 24 peg. You see what I mean? So there's this. It also is the same as this one. Anybody know this one? The 24 peg. Oh, and look what's missing, guys. Look, it's missing it because these stinking fall out, right? These aren't falling out. Like, these are in here. They're not coming out. I'm not gonna like really try. I'm not gonna get pliers and try them, but dude, they're not falling out. Okay, so it's funny, I actually did not take this out. I picked it up and the thing fell out, and I was getting ready for my broadcast this morning, and it did it on its own. Actually, it fell somewhere and I don't know where it is. So, and who has had that problem? So anyway, they're the same loom. The only difference on these looms, they don't have an anchor peg. You don't have an anchor peg. However, you can get, this is actually from their basics loom, you can get a little stitch marker or rubber band or something and mark, you can put wherever you want to mark that beginning peg. And actually without the anchor peg, it's nice because, I don't know about you, but sometimes I actually catch, when I throw this into a bag, I actually catch the anchor peg on stuff. Like, it'll catch my yarn that's in the bag, it'll sag on my sweater, it'll do all that stuff. So anyway, without having to glue in your pegs or do anything like that, this one's working real well for me right now. Okay, so this one is the 24 peg. Again, this is a preemie hat size. This is an adult hat size. And now here's the child size. Now, what I really love about this one is the fact that, first of all, it's 36 peg, okay? The one that it compares to is, some manufacturers have 30 pegs, some of them are 31. The classic Nifty Knitter that people always call the child size loom is this one, and it was 31 pegs. Here's the deal. It was always slightly too small for my kids, okay? And a lot of people, they're like, it's just kind of this in-betweener size. Look, it's like, this is slightly bigger than this, right? And it has more pegs, so it makes the gauge a little bit smaller. And bonus, what about all of those hat patterns, the adult hat patterns that you were like, I want to make a kid pattern out of, and it was made for this loom. This is the 36 peg Nifty Knitter loom, right? And it was always too big for your kids, right? And the gauge spacing was too much. Look at this. So now you have a slightly smaller hat. It's still bigger than this one, and it closes those gaps. And the peg number works really well with all those other patterns out there. So if you have a Nifty Knitter, if you have a pattern that calls for a Nifty Knitter 36 peg loom, you can now make it for kids. Like, who is excited about that? Like, I'm not even kidding. You would want to buy, like, okay, first of all, I have a discount code, so don't go run and buy it right now. Wait until you get the code, because I'm going to give you 10% off, and it's going to be good for 3 days. It's limited time only. I think the 3 days means it's like, it finishes at midnight on Wednesday. This Wednesday, which is, what day is that? Somebody told me the day. This Wednesday. Today's the 5th, right? Oh my gosh, my days are off. Anyway, so today's Monday. It's Wednesday. So this is the 36 peg child loom that comes in there. Again, I'm going to set these aside, the ones that don't come with it, but I'm just comparing it to the Nifty Knitter. And I could do that because this is discounted. I mean, discontinued. This is discontinued, and people charge an arm and a leg for original Nifty Knitter looms. So we have these 3 that come with it, and we, Oh my gosh, you guys, I just got an alert on my phone. I just see it pop up, and Kim, let me verify this on my iPad. Hold on. But I think Kim said she's going to extend the discount to Friday. You guys, that is so awesome. Hold on. I'm getting my iPad out. I am confirming this is live. I am confirming. I asked her this before, and I want to make sure, like, I asked her before the broadcast because I completely did not. I got to double check, dude. You guys. It's through Friday. Okay. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Okay, she's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the discount code right now. And I will tell you, I would buy two. I would buy two, or you could buy three and get a third one for a friend for a Christmas present, because this would be fantastic. The kblooms.com is what you want to do. And the code is 48, and then all caps, special, 48 special. Yeah. 48 special. Okay, today is November 5th. So on Friday the 9th, actually, when the video comes out for the hat, y'all want to see the hat? I need some, everybody say hat. Actually, it's a cap. It's a Baker's Boy cap. Y'all want to see the Baker's Boy cap? This cap is coming out this Friday. Okay, so if you're seeing this on YouTube today, you are going to be able to still buy this Friday, and you can see the hat pattern, and it comes out at 3 p.m. Eastern. And check this out. There's the double decrease top. Look at that. Look at that. Let me creep in. Oh. Da, 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 da. This is the Baker's Boy cap. So cute. This totally fits me. It fits my father-in-law, although not really sure it's quite a man hat. However, my son, it actually fit my son, and he was like, "Can I keep it?" I'm like, I gotta show people. So it actually fit me and my son. He's 8, but he's actually like, his head's bigger. So anyway, it's so cool. So it's like a soft brim. I don't know where my girl model face is, but it happens to be on a man on this one. But you can see how it fits a bigger head. But look at the double decreased top here. And this is actually a, I don't have the yarn in front of me, but it'll be in the pattern, and I'll show you, talk about the pattern. So it has this really cool, it has this band on the back, and then you have the baubles up front to act like, kind of like a headband, like the accent band. And then you got your brim. And then you have this cool, this is actually has like an eyelet type of design band. Like it's an outward eyelet. Have you ever seen an outward eyelet? And then a double decreased top. So I love this. So if you love it, and also you can adapt it. It's not written in the pattern, but you could actually change out before you get to these bands. You could actually change the color and make a color striping pop. So I would challenge anybody who would love to make that color pop and comment first on my page with your picture of that. I would love to see that, see if you win the challenge. We'll see what happens. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's try that. So this is the hat. Let me take it off my model. All right. This is it inside. See how it's sticking out like that? I've made it to where this actually angles on its own. Okay. So that is the hat. Here's my second one. And I actually did the tops. This one is actually with E-wrap, and this one is with the unit on just the top only. So, but they're the same hat. So, do you love it? Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside. I'll probably be wearing it when y'all come back. Actually, I'm gonna put the other one on, so when we flip the camera here in a minute, you can see it on me. So I'm just gonna do that right now while you're looking at this hat. All right. Okay, do y'all want to see the next loom? All right, we want to see the next one. Kristen, you've spent 20 minutes on this one. One more loom. All right, I'm putting my man aside. All right. Okay. All right, lots of looms here. Okay, so this one is the Baby Knit Looms. And this one is the 3/8 gauge thin yarn. So you can use a worsted weight yarn or a light worsted, like so a 3 or a 4. This one makes baby hats and booties. It's a small gauge, so I love they've still written all that on here. It's the premium knit looms. The looms that are in here are the 24 peg and the 56 peg, and this little sweet little baby, isn't that baby cute? So it comes with 3 pieces, which basically includes the looms and the hook. So let's open this up. Y'all know I don't use my yarn scissors on this stuff, right? That would be a no-no. All right. Ta-da! Here we go. We got our booklet. And we've got our hook, which is the same as this other one that I opened earlier. So it's got that little thumb grip on there. You've got your book. And so the 24 peg loom is for baby booties. You could even do flowers on there. The 56 peg loom is the baby hat. And then it comes with the instructions for individual stitches. And then it has a baby hat and baby booty pattern. Yay! So that is what we've got. And so this is the second giveaway. So we're going to give away 1 of each of these looms. Let me cut this up. Anybody spy the cool thing, the cool feature on the back here? Yep, they did it again. It is 24 pegs and 56 pegs written on the back so that you can see it, and it says the gauge on there. So just like the other loom, it says how many pegs and what the gauge is. You don't have to marker it up, and you can see that it comes from KB Looms. These are high quality looms. Same pegs that you know and love from KB. So Knitting Board has some really great pegs. I love them. I actually use my all-in-one most of the time, which is this gauge. And so if I'm not, it's funny, before I would either use this one or where is it? So this one, my all-in-one, or I would use, like for samples, sometimes I would use things like this. Anybody know this one? Which the pegs fall out, and obviously this one's missing. I actually thought it was on there, and now look at that. Guess what matches? That guy. Look, this is just double the peg. So if you have a pattern that works with this flower loom that you no longer get, you could actually double up the pegs and do it on here. So there is a ton of patterns that actually work with the 12 peg flower loom. And so I say, use away. So you can make baby booties on this. You could do flowers. You could do an ornament. This would be great for holiday, making ornaments in more of a finer gauge. It's not a fine gauge, but a finer gauge than, say, making something like this. So you can use your 3-weight yarn, your 4-weight yarn. You could probably even use like a lace weight yarn and make some really pretty lace some lace ornaments or whatever you want to do. Do some decorative edgings and stuff like that to some baby booties, you know. So anyway, if you have a slipper pattern for babies that works with this one, I would challenge you to use this one. It's going to be really great. You're going to love it. Okay, so this is 24 peg. Now we have the 56 peg loom, and let's see if we can find the Nifty Knitter equivalent here. I'm going to come over to my stash. Here's the 24, so if you want to see size reference. Look at that. So now if you were like, no, Kristen, I still wanted that size, like the one that was just slightly smaller, you can. And you can use your worsted weight or your lightweight yarn. Look at that. It's the same, but the gauge is different. The gauge is, if you're new to this, the gauge is the spacing between, the loom gauge is the spacing center peg to center peg, okay? So this one had 31 pegs, this one has 56 pegs. So in the same diameter, you're getting way more pegs and you can get a finer looking stitch pattern. So better definition and all that. So y'all want me to dig out my sample? I started working on something. You'll find what the pattern is in a few weeks. I can't tell you what the pattern is just yet, but hold on, let me dig my sample. I was just working on something last night. So this is my little swatch. And look at the stitches that it produced. This is a, I'll show you the yarn. This is this one here, Chic Sheep. Okay, so it's a 4-weight wool. Look at the stitches. Isn't that nice? Feels really good. That was made on this loom. Sweet, right? Ellie ordered them. Did you use your discount code, hun? I haven't actually measured this gauge. I actually need to right now, so I don't know if anybody wants to have me do it while we're on here. This is just my quickie way of measuring it at the moment. I haven't blocked this. You should block your work before you measure it. So, but I'm not doing that because I'm a little excited. I've got, let me count here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stitches in a 2-inch. Okay, so 20 in 2 inches and 4, or 20 in 10 centimeters if you measure that way. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did I count that right? $16. So this is 16 rows in 2 inches, or 32 in 4 inches, or 10 centimeters. So, and you can see my increase here. Actually, this is a new increase. Instead of a knit front and back or a make one, I actually did something a little bit different. Do you like the increase? Tell me. So, oh, where can you get the gadget that I'm counting? This one's from Boy. Here's another one that I love. This one is Susan Bates. Knit Check. This is an old one though. I'm not sure if they still make that or not. But yeah, there's tons of knitting gauges around. Let me see. I've got one here that's, oh no, this is not it. This is my one that I measured. Oh, look at my little Texas thing. That's not my gauge. I have one that kind of is like this, but it has like a little 2x2 window. I don't know where that one is right now. Anyway, there's a ton of knitting gauges out there. If you'd like, I could do like a thing on knitting gauges and let you guys see all the different ones. But yeah, so that is this one in the 3/8. I wanted you to be able to see it. Baby booties and things are going to be really great. Baby booty and hat set. So you can make a really fun layette set, and then you can use, if you want to make the hexagon pattern as a baby blanket for someone, you could pick up this loom and make it. I think this would be really nice because the hexagon pattern that we've got actually works on this one, but you can get some more, you can get a better yarn and you could work it on this one and have more pegs. So that would be a really great thing to do. So if you guys are in love with these, let me know, what is your favorite type, chunky or baby? Okay, but wait a minute. Who doesn't like chunky babies? Okay, chunky or baby. So anyway, now the discount code is 48 special, kblooms.com. If you want to get the hat video and pattern this week, we will have this one on the blog. This is the Baker's Boy cap. And I'm about to scroll through and pick a winner. So we're going to flip the screen here in a second. Let me look at my notes real quick to make sure I have not missed anything. So y'all keep typing in vote now, because I'm going to be looking at those comments, the chunky or baby, and tell me who wants to win. So I'm going to look at those and just randomly scroll through and pick the first person I see. It's like no holds barred, just pick and grab, right? Let me make sure I've got everything. Okay, and availability. People are going to ask me availability. Right now, you can only get them exclusively on kblooms.com. Eventually, they'll be on Amazon. Now, pretty sure, just like a lot of KB stuff, now, Kim didn't say to say this, but I'm pretty sure that like later on, if these things are really good sellers, they might pop up in other places. So be sure and let them know that you're happy with them by getting them now, and then maybe you can get more later, or you can tell your friends about them later. But right now is where to do it. So get them this week. It's on sale until Friday with a 10% discount for GoodKnitKisses. And what else? What else? I think we are good. All right, I'm going to get ready to give this away. I'm going to look at all your comments here. And all right. Okay, forgive me while I pause here for a second and look at all your comments. Okay, I'm going to scroll all the way up, and then I'm going to scroll back down, and then I'm going to write the winners down. Enter your stuff in. Baker's Boy Cap. If you like Baker's Boy Cap, you could write that too, or just say Baker's. So do you like the cap? I don't have anything to make it stiff. It's just sticking out that way. See the flat? So this pattern is a total knit along, loom along. And if you're a needle knitter and you want to know and you want to make this on needles, let me know. Maybe I can work one up for you. Or if we have any test knitters, test needle knitters, you can let me know. All right, I'm ready. I got to get further down. Well, there's a lot of good comments here. Okay, ready? Scrolling. Stop. Katie Turner. Katie Turner is our winner. Katie, are you in the U.S.? Katie Turner is the winner. All right. It needs to be a KB Christmas is what her comment says. All right, I'm going to scroll through some more. Ready? I'm going to back up, kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. However you do it. You push up and then roll down. Okay, ready? Scroll. Oh, I landed on a comment from GoodKnitKisses. Hold on. Wow. Okay, we scroll back up. Okay, ready? Spin. I'm gonna let it roll. Let's see if it stops. Are you kidding me? Katie, she says, would be perfect for my donations. Okay, you can't win twice, hun. Oh my gosh, come on. Okay, y'all are still commenting, I bet. All right, hold on. Let's do this again. Spin. I'm gonna go further down. Spin. It went to the very last one. I needed it scrolling when I stopped. Okay, ready? Jeanette Perkle. Jeanette Perkle just won. Okay, congratulations, Jeanette and Katie. I'm writing this down and I'm gonna send you a thing. Jeanette, okay, I know Jeanette is in Texas, and I know Jeanette is like almost local-ish for me. Yeah, if I was actually like sending them out myself, I would totally just hand deliver it to her. Wouldn't that be fun? But no, KB is going to be sending it out, hun. So congratulations to the winners. I'm so glad you guys could join me today. It's a lot of fun here. And thank you so much to KB Looms for sending the looms on. Get your hat pattern this coming Friday. And I will be sending out the pattern as well to the winners so that they have that, a little perk. And you got to make sure that it's all finished just to show you guys, make sure I don't have any edits. Anyways, so thank you so much. Congratulations to all the winners. And oh, you had trouble getting on today too. Aww. Thank you everyone. I hope you have a great day and happy loom knitting and crochet. I hope you stitch your love and love your stitches. Bye everyone.